let's move on to the next match where we did have what we just talked about. Darby Allin taking on Sammy Guevara. And boy,
This match is hot.
this match was fantastic. This match only went 5 minutes. And I don't know if
What?
that's what it says on Wikipedia, but I don't think it went 5 minutes. I think it went way more than that. We saw a
Well, it's been
six.
about 20 minutes outside the ring.
You know what? Didn't they not officially start the match?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were going at it outside the ring for quite some time, but they didn't officially start the match until about the middle of the fight that was going down outside the ring, because when Darby gets to the ring, he immediately dashes in outside of the ring, I think even before the referee could ring the bell. So the match didn't really particularly start. That's why we saw all these antics outside the ring. We saw the 650 splash through the table.
Dude, that move was crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that put through someone like a table like that. You know, he did like rotated three or four times in the air, and then he freaking landed with his neck on him. I'm like, holy shit.
Then you had the brutal foot stomp outside the ring as well onto the apron, onto Darby Allin. What were your thoughts on this match, Dave, between Darby and Sammy Guevara?
I loved it. I thought this match was awesome. I mean, I'm a big Darby Allin fan. He has the best entrance music. I love his entrance music. Definitely better than Cody's tonight, but still. This match was awesome. I loved it. The pop that Darby got when he hit the coffin drop towards the end, that was, I don't think I've heard anything like that in a long time. I mean, that was just like, wow. And the crowd was so alive in this match compared to the match before. I mean, they woke that crowd up right away.
And funny story here. Recently, my mother has been getting a lot back into wrestling because of me. And because of the show, she checks it out and kind of wants to know what we're talking about. Even she bought the show tonight and loved the match. Her exact words were, "I'm glad the skateboard guy won." So even my mother, who doesn't really particularly watch AEW as often as we do, loved this match and is a fan of Darby Allin. Seems like a lot of people love Darby Allin. And crazy to think, Dave, when AEW was first announced back last year, when we got Jericho and Hangman Page and Omega and the Young Bucks and Pentagon and Phoenix and Pac, you got all these guys announced for AEW. And who are the two most over guys in AEW? I mean, you can argue Moxley, but Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin, two of the guys that not a lot of people knew about before, AEW existed, are the most over guys in AEW. It's insane.
Yeah, well, I knew who Darby Allin was before.
Well, I know you did. I'm saying a lot of these.
Well, I'm just saying, in case people thought I'm just now a Darby fan. No, I watched his stuff. He had a crazy ladder match with Ethan Page and Evolve, like one of their first Evolve shows, and that match is just nuts. So yeah, and he got hurt really bad in that match too.
The dive outside the ring, we forgot to mention that. That was a botch because his foot got caught on the rope. His foot hit the rope and it made him fall short, and that was a brutal spot as well. Like, my goodness.
Yeah, and they showed the replay of a botch. Like, why would you show the replay?
Don't say that, because last night on SmackDown, even WWE replayed a botch that happened during the Lacey and I'm just saying that WWE does the same thing as well. Darby cut his teeth with the Cody match. From there, it's been nothing but gold. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what kind of got people starting to recognize Darby Allin a little bit. Was that match against Cody?
I think it was more Cody was good, but him in the main event with Jericho was really what set him apart, I think, from a lot of people looking at it.
Darby has the best dives in wrestling. Everyone else needs to quit that shit. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, because his mean more.
His are so intense. Like, this guy comes at you 90 miles per hour on those suicide dives. And even when he botched it, it wasn't like he dove and fell short. There was a reason why he fell short. And usually when he does those suicide dives, he executes them about 99% of the time. So kind of got to throw him a pass there. But yeah, I thought the match was fantastic, and this was one of the matches that you and I talked about on Wednesday night that we were very, very excited to see. And Darby and Guevara, man, killed it tonight. And that 630 splash through the table, if you guys haven't seen it, I didn't want to show any highlights in fear of maybe getting banned since it was a pay-per-view. But it was an unbelievable spot that Guevara did tonight. Props to both those gentlemen. They had a great match tonight. And Darby Allin picks up the win.
Yeah, this was the only match I was even looking forward to the whole night.
After Jericho match versus Darby, he got me. And XFL interviews guys right after botches. I thought you two loved that stuff. Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's good
stuff.
stuff.
That is true. That's some great
yeah,
stuff
that's
right
good
there.
stuff. Sammy is being held back by being in the inner circle and no mid-cardal title. He is great, says Shroom I agree with that. I don't know about the inner circle holding him back because I don't know if he wasn't in the inner circle that we would see as much as we do of Sammy Guevara, you know? I think him being involved with the inner circle is helping him, but not having a mid-card title is hurting a lot of guys, not just Sammy Guevara.
Everyone.
Both guys didn't disappoint, says Bill. Darby versus Cody last year is still one of my favorite AEW matches, says Beef Stew. I know I've been smart to Cassidy for a hot minute. I've seen independent matches of Mox and Darby right before AEW, and Mox said, if you don't know this kid, you will. And Moxley was absolutely correct on that. His first match, no one knew who the hell he was, says Getdatables. Yeah, for the most part, yeah. He didn't get this type of reaction when he first started having his matches. It grew and grew and grew once people saw how talented this man was. But a fantastic match between Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin.